ASMR Magical Tools. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about the pathway of Resh. Resh is the pathway of the sun and is sometimes associated with the exercise. It's part of the Golden Dawn school of work. It's called Resh, which is a salutation to the 4 stations of the sun, 4 different times throughout the day. And I will be integrating that into the exercise that we will be doing today. We'll be pulling out the acacia bark for this exercise, which is a very solar element spice. And I do have my windows open. It's been very nice outside, so there's going to be quite a bit of background noise in the video. But I did like the birds singing, so hopefully it won't be too distracting, the rest of the noise. And just relax a bit and take some deep breaths. And when you are ready, I want you to travel to the time and the place, which is dawn. I say the place because there might be some particular location that you associate specifically with morning, with the sunrise. It could be a mountaintop. It could be a beach. It could be just about anywhere. It could even be a parking lot, or a helipad. I want you to travel to that place. And I want you to envision a man, tall and strong, but somewhat older, who has the head of a falcon or a hawk. And he could be wearing just about anything that makes you feel comfortable, but typically you would be wearing a men's kilt from Egyptian times. And you are going to walk and stand directly before this figure and speak loudly and clearly. Hail unto thee, who art Ra in thy rising, even unto thee, who art Ra in thy strength, who travellest over the heavens in thy bark at the uprising of the sun. Jehudi standeth in his splendor at the prow, and Ra Horakti abideth at the helm. Hail unto thee from the abodes of night. And this will herald in the morning, the dawn. And now you can just sit back and watch the sun rising in the sky. And as you look around, you realize that Ra is on his solar bark, and he is traveling through the expanse of the heavens. The sun rises and travels across the sky, and you reach the midpoint of the heavens. And you see a beautiful, beautiful maiden before you, wearing a tight-fitting dress with multicolored scales upon it and a bare breast, so that the dress comes up right underneath her breastbone. She is wearing a vulture headdress made out of pure beaten gold, so that it's very thin. This is the Lady of the Golden West, Hathor. And you turn to her and say, Hail unto thee, who art Hathor in thy triumphing, even unto thee who art Hathor in thy beauty, who travellest over the heavens in thy bark, at the midcourse of the sun. Jehudi standeth in his splendor at the prow, and Ra Horakti abideth at the helm. Hail unto thee from the abodes of dawn. And the Lady Hathor now takes her place beside her father, the sun god, Ra. You look around you now and you can see actually that Jehudi, to whom we have referred a couple of times now, is the ibis-headed scribe god, very wise, and he is indeed standing at the prow. And the helmsman of the ship looks very much like Ra. They could almost be brothers, and you know this to be Ra Horakti. It's very hot on the solar bark at this time of the day. But you travel onward. Because you are traveling with revered deities. There is a wide range of attending staff there to serve you cold, refreshing beverages and to fan all of you. And they are happy just to gaze upon the splendor of these great deities. You are a guest, so you are not expected to work today. But now we are coming to the sunset at dusk. And just as at dawn, I think that you probably have certain associations with the sunset and places where you like to witness the sun going down. I would like for you now to envision yourself in one or more of those locations, because again, during this meditation you can be several places at once, simultaneously. And so now you are in the presence of a very, very old god. Very old god indeed. This is Atum. He was the first. He is a god of no sex and no gender, fully capable of parthenogenesis. And from him sprang the entirety of the world. He is treated with much reverence and much respect, and you are humbled to witness him. And you stand before Atum and you say, "Hail unto thee, who art Atum in thy setting, even unto thee, who art Atum in thy joy, who travellest over the heavens in thy bark at the downgoing of the sun. Jehudi standeth in his splendor at the prow, and Ra Horakti abideth at the helm. Hail unto thee from the abodes of day." And now, because he is very advanced in age, you may assist him as he walks to take his place with Ra and Hathor on the solar bark. And you may witness now the sun in its setting and think about the cycles of life which we all witness and live through ourselves. If you did listen to the Book of Gates meditation or the reading of the Book of Gates that I did some time ago, you will understand that this is the daytime portion of that journey, and that the Book of Gates begins when the sun goes down. So you can use that as an overlapping meditation for this one. The sun is now. It's very hot. The sun is now entering the underworld. And it is dark. It's very dark. It is the time of rebirth for the sun. And thus, the god Khepra, who is represented by a scarab beetle. Sometimes you see the figure of a man who has a scarab beetle for a head. But that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. You could also see just a scarab beetle pushing the sun and rolling it into a ball, preparing it for rebirth on the other side. And you say to this beetle, "Hail unto thee, who art Khepra in thy hiding, even unto thee, who art Khepra in thy silence, who travellest over the heavens in thy bark at the midnight hour of the sun. Jehudi standeth in his splendor at the prow, and Rahurakti abideth at the helm. Hail unto thee from the abodes of evening." And thus the cycle is complete, and you have made the entire journey. You may now come out on the other side as the dawn, renewed and reborn, and ready for another day. Thank you for joining me this evening. I hope that you enjoyed this pathworking meditation. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon.